Life is not always smooth, and one thing that is certain is that hard times will come. Many of us wish we could skip over trials and difficulties. But the truth is this: without challenges, there can be no growth. Hard times are not meant to destroy us, but to shape us, refine us, and prepare us for greater heights. The Bible makes it clear that difficulties are not accidents. They are part of God's design for developing character, perseverance, and faith in His children. Let us walk through why hard times are needed for growth and development in a man's life. 1. Hard times build strength and endurance. Just like a muscle needs resistance to grow, the soul needs trials to be strengthened. Without pressure, no real growth can happen. James 1 verses 2-4 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Notice what the word says: mature and complete, not lacking anything. That means hard times are not a sign of abandonment by God, but an opportunity to become who God designed you to be. Think of Job. He lost wealth, health, and even family, but in the end, he came out stronger and blessed more than before. Job 42 verse 10. His hard season produced endurance and faith beyond human imagination. 2. Hard times reveal your true character. When everything is good, it's easy to smile and act righteous. But true character is revealed under pressure. Proverbs 24 verse 10 says, "If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength?" God allows us to go through fire so that what is fake can burn off, and what is genuine can remain. Just as gold is purified through fire, men are purified through affliction. 1 Peter 1 verse 7. When you face hardship, it shows what you really trust in: yourself, people, or God. David declared in Psalm 119 verse 71, "It was good for me to be afflicted so that I might learn your decrees." In pain, David discovered a deeper dependence on God. Likewise, when you pass through trials, your true foundation is exposed. 3. Hard times prepare you for responsibility and promotion. Before God promotes a man, He tests him. Many people pray for greatness, but greatness without testing is dangerous. Joseph's life is a clear example. Betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, falsely accused, and thrown into prison, his journey was painful. But every hardship was shaping him into a wise, disciplined, and humble man who could handle the responsibility of saving nations. Genesis 50 verse 20 says Joseph told his brothers, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." If Joseph had not endured those hardships, he would not have had the wisdom and humility to rule Egypt. Hardship is God's training ground for leadership. 4. Hard times separate you from dependency on the world. Sometimes, hard times come to strip us away from false securities. We may depend on money, connections, or our own abilities. But when those things fail, we are forced to lean on God. Paul said in 2 Corinthians 1 verses 8-9, "We were under great pressure, far beyond our ability to endure, so that we despaired of life itself. But this happened that we might not rely on ourselves but on God, who raises the dead." Without trials, many of us would never learn to fully trust God. Hardship is often the breaking process that leads to deeper faith. 5. Hard times prepare you to help others. Sometimes your struggle is not even about you. It's about others, who will later draw strength from your testimony. 2 Corinthians 1 verses 3-4 says, "Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves receive from God." Your scars become someone else's survival guide. When you survive hardship, you gain empathy and wisdom to lift others up. Just as Jesus endured suffering so He could be a high priest who understands our weaknesses. Hebrews 4 verse 15. So do our trials prepare us to minister to others. 6. Hard times remind us that this world is not our final home. If life were always easy, we might forget heaven. But trials remind us that we are pilgrims passing through. Romans 8 verse 18 says, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Hardship shifts our focus from temporary comfort to eternal reward. It teaches us to long for God's presence and depend on His promises. 7. Hard times birth wisdom and maturity. A man who has never suffered often lacks depth, but hardship gives wisdom that cannot be taught in books. Ecclesiastes 7 verses 3 to 4 says, Frustration is better than laughter, because a sad face is good for the heart. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of pleasure. In suffering, you gain understanding about life, compassion for others, and maturity that makes you a true man. Conclusion. Hard times are not curses. They are divine classrooms. They shape us into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate people. They test our faith, build our endurance, prepare us for greatness, and push us closer to God. Romans 5 verses 3 to 4 sums it up beautifully. We also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. So when you face difficulties, don't ask, Lord, why me? Instead ask, Lord, what are you teaching me? Remember, the storm you are in today is shaping the man you will be tomorrow. Stay strong, keep the faith, and trust the process, because hard times are necessary for true growth and development in a man's life.